Hello, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I vlog about health and fitness, study and dogs. Today I'm going to be doing I've got a hair in my mouth. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how I prepared for my master's interview. I recently applied for a master's in sports and exercise medicine and I had my interview for this last week, so I thought I'd go through the various parts of the interview prep to show how I work towards the interview. I don't actually know if I've got a place yet, so all of this could be bad advice, but here we go. This interview was online, it was over Teams, so it might be slightly different if you prepare for an interview that's in person. Sports and exercise medicine is the second smallest medical specialty after aviation medicine, so there's not too much information about it online. But when I joined the British Association of Sports and Exercise Medicine, they also have a YouTube channel as well. So I looked on there and watched a YouTube video that was based on higher specialty training and CSER training to do with sports and exercise medicine. So I was able to gain a lot of information from that as well. I then had some take-home points to further look at after watching that YouTube video. The first thing that I looked at is why I want to do sports and exercise medicine. My idea is I do this master's part-time over 2 years, and after that I apply for sports and exercise medicine training. I've realised that I've wanted to do this for quite a long time now, but going back to finding out why it was that I wanted to do sports and exercise medicine was a good start. The second thing I looked at is why sports and exercise medicine at the university that I applied to. When I was looking at the different courses for the Masters, I looked at the different universities that did Masters in Sports and Exercise Medicine, looked through all the modules that they did, all the different ways of learning, and I found that the course at Leeds suited me the best. So from this, I went through the Leeds' postgraduate website and went through all the different things that appealed to me about that course and wrote that down. I then looked specifically at the modules for sports and exercise medicine at Leeds and made myself a table so that I could see what the different modules were, what was covered in it, how they were taught, how they were assessed, and anything else about it. This meant that I had a lot of information about the modules, and I could also see if there's anything that I wanted to ask questions on in the interview. I then also looked at why they would want to pick me. So I looked at qualities that I would have that would work well with both the Masters and Sports and Exercise Medicine as a specialty. So for this I looked at the different ways that it was taught and applied that to how I have been taught before and how I've learnt, and also qualities that you would want in a sports and exercise medicine doctor. Another thing that I looked at when I was preparing for this interview was looking at the people who were going to be interviewing me. So because this interview was done on Microsoft Teams, I was able to see who else was invited to the meeting, and I could then look up their names online to see what it was that they were involved in, what research they were involved in, read up on their latest papers. After reading through all of the modules and the course content, I then looked at anything that might worry me. So one thing is there's lab work involved at some point, and I haven't done this before, so that was something that I would want to address. I also then looked at questions that I might want to ask, so things that were specific to the course that weren't necessarily on the website, so things like if face-to-face teaching was going ahead because of COVID, different courses that I could do before this, when we were likely to hear back, things like that. From these things that I've spoken about so far, I then made a mind map, as you will have seen, going through, just so it was something I could mentally refer to in the interview. Other things that I did as part of my preparation, I've subscribed to the British Association of Sports and Exercise Medicine. You get sent journals, I can't remember if it's every fortnight or every month, because time just doesn't seem to exist at the moment. So I read through some of the latest copies of these as well, in case I was asked about anything about that in the interview. I also read over my own application. I applied for this Masters in January and it is now April, so I read over it just to make sure everything I said was still relevant, and if they referred to anything in particular I could draw on that as well. For the interview itself, as I said, it was on Microsoft Teams. I made these 3 cards, so sit still, talk slowly, and don't play with my hair. So I stuck these behind the laptop, just on my wall, so that I could see them at all times to make sure I hopefully did those things. I think I personally got a bit too carried away and spoke quickly anyway, but it was worth a try. Thank you very much for watching this video. I don't know if it'll help at all, but this is the way that I went about preparing for my interview. As I said, I still don't know if I was successful or not, so that's going to be awkward if I'm not. However, if I'm not, I felt the interview went really well. So I just need to change things on my application and potentially get some more experience. Hopefully I will be updating soon saying that I'm going to be doing a master's. So I've literally just finished filming the outro to the interview preparation video, and I've just got an email from someone who I've been pestering for the result, because I had my interview last Wednesday, which was the 31st of March, and I should have heard on Friday the result, but that was Good Friday, so I didn't hear, and I've not heard since, and it's now Thursday now. But I have an email that says interview outcome. Okay. It's loading really, really slowly. Oh my word, it's still not loaded. Let me try and get back to it. Oh, where's my inbox? Why can I still not use phones? Why has it disappeared? Where's it gone? Okay. Apologies for the delay in relaying the decision to you. This was due to the university being closed for Easter. I'm pleased to inform that your interview was successful and you should receive your formal offer by the end of this week! Yay! Yay! Your gal got in.